Hi everyone, Renegade67 here with part 38 of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Eastern Case 5 Blind. Holy crap, 38 parts. This case is ugh. I'm just imagining there being a third day. That'd be crazy. Anyways, last time we found out some stuff about, you know, Marshall and the other Marshall, and got a few tidbits, and now Emma's telling us to save Emma. Or Emma's telling us to save Lana, which will save Emma in a way, I think. Well, let's go. But still, you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark. Lana will be. Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. I have to. Is that even in my evidence? Can I examine? No, I freaking can't. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. Well, actually, I'd say it's during the video parts, but could there be something I'm missing? Glove mark. Marshall had fingerprints, not and Meekins didn't have a. It wasn't there in the video, which means something. Here goes something. Sandpit left at the crime scene. Oh, really? Okay. I'm gonna have to point this out, aren't I? It's not there in the video, is it? And I can't fast forward this manually. Grr. I don't. Oh, we can't see the locker. It's blocked. Freaking Blue Badger. I don't even know if it's there. Well, I'm going with what I'm going with. The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty intensely at those floor plans. I hope they don't change on me randomly. Where are they? Tell me, is there a problem with them? The floor plans? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on these? Yep. Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Actually... Oh! Okay. The glove. When Marshall opened the locker and the glove dropped out, if there was blood all over the floor, the glove would have gotten bloody. If someone put the glove on and they touched the locker, blood would get on the locker. I think it was that glove because it fell in the blood. I think someone wiped the blood off later. I don't know exactly what that means completely, but this is my guess. Pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. I've got some sort of idea, somehow. Mr. Wright, all this evidence here, more like there's a lot of options and there's a lot of chances you can get it wrong. Which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans? Would that be the floor plans themselves? Because I think so, but also I think the glove, but as they say back west, even a blind man can hit with buckshot. Wait, what? I'm confused. Seems Mr. Wright's not sure which direction to face. That's true. Just calm down, Mr. Wright. Try to remember what... Did I not get a penalty for that? Holy shit! I didn't get a penalty for that. Okay, I think it's stupid that I didn't get a penalty, but you know what? I'll go for it. I guess I'll just try everything. I'll try what seems most, suspicious first. If the floor plans themselves didn't work, even though I think they do, because it... I'll show the glove. Alright. I'm still not getting penalties. I am so glad for that. I think there should be penalties though. Like, properly, I think there should be. But hey, at least I don't have to reset. Herp-a-derp. What am I presenting? What's missing in the floor plans? Okay, let's look over everything first. No. Okay, you know what? Let's get to what matters first. Might be this. What's the question again? Question is... Luminol? No. Yes? Okay, no. I just thought maybe I could show that there's blood on the floor. I thought that's the point. I'm probably missing the point entirely. I've just been doing so... I don't know. Well, yeah. What about that piece of plywood? It's blocking the locker. I think in the video, we can't see if the bloody handprint is still there or not. Blue Badger, mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Yeah, I was thinking that, but... Meh. Yeah, well... Well, what? Aha! Edgeworth gets it. Edgeworth gets everything. Even if it doesn't help him. So as long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. Which means, unless there's blood on the back of the Blue Badger, the blood came there afterwards, or it might have been there before. No, it wasn't there before. Meekins put it there, which means for a long time, it had to have come after, didn't it? Is Marshall hiding something still? Just exactly what does it mean? Means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found in the locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma! That afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After we put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that means this blood mark. I guess it meant before. But then wouldn't there be blood on the blue? Well, maybe not. Okay, if the blood was there before, then that means... Wait, when did we don't even have his testimony, do we? Say something in his profile about it? Well, okay, I'm not quite sure, but... Wait, does it say so on the Blue Badger in the evidence? When does it say he was put there? I'm thinking, like, this happens a lot, but the autopsy says between 4 and 5:30. Everyone thinks 5:15, but it could have happened earlier. I've been saying this for a while now. He was allegedly dancing in the evidence at the time of the murder, but before the murder, like, if it happened after 4 that he placed it there, then before that could have been the real murder. And then the fake one where we went down with Lana. Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. May sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. February 21st, in the police department's evidence room. Blood was spilled not once, but twice. Ba-ba-dow! One time was captured on the tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time, for starters, there would have been a bigger blood spill probably, because like cutting your hand doesn't give enough blood. I think Phoenix said that once. I kind of hand waved it. Most people have probably hand waved it, but that probably meant something. Had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. Love this song. I've been waiting for this to play. I think this is the first time it plays in this case. I could be wrong, but it might not. But whatever, I really like this song. Oh. I refute back! The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found in the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? Demand you show evidence that proves it's occurred. When did the first incident occur? Surmise. The defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was disguised as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. The blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well, then tell us. When did this first incident occur? Proof must be presented. Huh. Yeah. Let's see here. It was at 4:20. 4:50 was when Mike Meekins put it there. 4:40 Edgeworth was there. Would Edgeworth have seen it? Well, the thing wouldn't have been there at 4:50, which means if Edgeworth didn't see it, it happened between 4:40 and 4:50. But no one went in there at that time. Unless it either happened at 4:20 or it happened between 4:40 and 4:50. I'm assuming it's the ID card record that I meant to present. Proof that shows when the murder took place? There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows the first when the crime took place inside the evidence room, and the perpetrator would have to have entered the room. In order to do so, an ID card is required. And if the true criminal is Gant, which I think he did make his own thing, 7777777, to make it easy to remember even, he probably took Goodman in with him. Or something. The ID card record! Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50. If the crime took place before that, then it would be, ooh, I think Edgeworth's gonna be momentarily pinned as a suspect. Ah! Ah! Mamma mia! Here we go again! My. I never figured you had nerve, boy. Put off the art, witness. Doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. The Blue Badger thing was in the way. Was wiped away. But it was back when we examined it? I would have just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. However, maybe if you got 20 minutes, you got some better time. 7777777. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. I knew those 77s weren't for nothing. It's Gant, isn't it? That's got to be his number. Let's look at the chart again. Okay, actually, you know what? I gotta ask something now. If the blood was wiped away, why was it back? We saw a handprint there. We saw a glove print anyways. That's why I was saying it had to be afterwards, because if it was before, then either, unless Edgeworth is the killer, Edgeworth would have noticed it. He would have noticed the blood on the locker. I mean, if it was wiped away, then how the hell did it come back? I don't get that. I'm just a little confused. No, honestly, like, what the hell happened there? How could Miles Edgeworth have not noticed it? If it was wiped away, then how did it come back? Is this even going to be explained? I think this is another one of these this case is doofs. I'm going to ignore it for now, but if this doesn't come back, I think that's stupid. Talk about a lucky number. It's Gant. It's Gant. It's Gant. It's Gant. Wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? Emma doesn't have an ID card. She just entered with me. Goodman just entered with him. Possibly because he was his boss. Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. Oh my god, it's gotta be Gant. It's gotta be Gant. It's gotta be Gant. It's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 77s. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. It's 7777. If this is Gant, oh my god, I called it. The first time I saw Gant after his first line, I'm like, this guy's too creepy and too nice to not be the killer. I knew it. Oh my god, yes. I called that right away. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least, at present. What? Because you're not in charge of the investigation. Gant is. Explain yourself, son. The ID number 77s belongs to someone with a rank of Captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. Well then, I definitely can guess who it is. Gant. But that's ridiculous. Just how? I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. An official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? Your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor office operates. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. Maybe you do now, but you definitely didn't back in case. I'm sorry I keep bringing that up, but Edgeworth was an anus back then. And he wasn't a good prosecutor either. I'd appreciate it if you could keep your slander to yourself. Okay, I get it. It was their first game. I can forgive them for it, but just the way they're presenting it in this case, just so, Edgeworth is so proud, and I don't see it. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes? No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number. And it's not 77s. Bull! Yeah! Bullseye! That's the only other higher up we know about. Unless it's the chief of detectives. ZOMG. No. It's Gant. It's Gant. It's gotta be Gant. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing. About that incident. The SL9 one, yep. Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Find out the answer next time. Let's play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Case 5 Blind. Oh yeah, I love this case now. Okay, that's really flipsy flopsy. Okay, okay, let me rephrase. At this point in time, I am liking this case. I really like flashback stuff. I don't know why. Like, the SL9 stuff is really getting me intrigued. And Marshall's awesome, and he's getting more screen time now. So yeah, until next time, I still don't have an outro phrase. Now, listen to the objection theme. Bye!